What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Destination Outdoors. It's November 5th, man. Opening day of rifle season here in Texas. Hunted hard during bow season. I probably sat, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 hunts. Didn't have any success, man. I shot at one coyote at about 40 yards, 35, 40 yards. And I shot a little high, but he totally just ducked my arrow. But other than that, man, that was the only arrow I slung. Saw a few pigs, decided not to shoot those. Just because I'm waiting out for a deer. So we got a little bit more range to reach out there and poke with the boomstick. But hunted this morning with my cousin Judd and Uncle D, and Judd smoked a big boar. I actually shot a coyote this morning. I saw him. I was hunting at a stand that we call the Point, and he came out by this pond about 200 or 300 yards to my left. He totally just walked this fence line like right in front of my stand, walked up it from the pond, and walked probably about 250 yards all the way up to me. I got the gun out the window. First shot, I actually had my gun on safety, didn't realize that, but you can see in the video I'm sitting right here with my gun ready, and then I make that noise at him, get him to stop. He stops, looks right at me at about 20-25 yards, and you see me jerk a little bit. Shouldn't be jerking, but I did in the video, and I flipped the gun off safety real quick and ended up smoking him right after that. There's how you smoke a coyote, baby. Whew, get the blood pumping. Had a coyote about 20 yards. He's literally down right there on the fence line. He dropped right where he was at. That 30-06 absolutely blew a hole in him that close. But anyways, it is like peak rut right now where I'm hunting at. So I ran into town and got some lunch real quick. I'm about to go sit in the stand early. I got some doe and rut Tink 69 spray. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is go to a stand that I bow hunted a lot early season this year, and I'm gonna go spray the crap out of that stuff right at the stand. My wind's not very good for any of the stands right now. It's not very strong, but it's blowing the wrong way. So I'm gonna get that spray and get in the stand and just spray it right out the window, hoping that maybe it'll mask some of my scent. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of calling, because these bucks are definitely like up on their feet trying to find some does. So that's the plan right now. I'm gonna sit at this spot for a few hours, kind of just checking every once in a while, calling a little bit until this evening hunt. Then I'm gonna hightail it over to the swamp, a different spot that we got up here. So y'all stay tuned. Walking to the stand, I actually realized the wind's not near as bad as I thought it was. I think it was just where I was sitting at under the hay barn. It was kind of swirling on me a little bit, but I mean, the stand's straight out in front of me, and all the animals are coming straight out in front of me, and our wind's kind of going to my left into the woods, which isn't great, but I thought it would be going straight back behind me, so it is better than I thought it would be. It's the good stuff right here. Tink 69, doing right. So those of you that have never used this stuff, it's got two different settings. You can just like push the button and it'll like spray, or you can like push it down all the way. It's basically like a little grenade. That's what I like to call it. And it just empties the whole can. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna toss it a little ways out here in front of me, and have it emptying out before I toss it. And well, like I said earlier, we'll call a little bit throughout this afternoon hunt, I guess. And then we get out of the stand and move to the other spot. I'll go pick it up. That'll work. All right, guys. Made it back up to the truck. Yeah, like I've said, we're gonna head to the swamp. I actually think I'm gonna go sit at the top of this hill where I could see that whole pasture 4 where the swamp's at right now, because it's so open. So I'll go chill it up there. Maybe take me a little 30-minute power nap. Hopefully we can make it happen this evening, dude. Hunted my butt off during bow season, man. Hunted. Never even had a chance at a deer. Only deer I saw were out of bow range, so. But now it's gun season. Don't get me wrong, bow hunting I enjoy more than gun hunting. But I'm trying to fill the freaking freezer right now, so we're going after a doe or a mature buck or a spike. We ain't just going after Big Daddy buck this evening, at least. All right, guys, we're all set up at the swamp, ready to rock and roll. It's about 4 o'clock, so got about 2 hours, 45 minutes of shooting light. Hoping I can catch a big buck chasing a doe out in this field within shooting range. They do like to bend down in this stuff to my right every once in a while. I'll see them go in there when the sun's going down, like they're going to bed down in it. Alright, guys, a little update. It's 5:30. Sitting in the stand about an hour and a half. It's just about crunch time, fellas. There was a group of 3 does that came up in here the evening before yesterday. I'm really hoping that the same group comes in here because they're all big mature does. It'd be awesome to smoke one of them. It'd be even better though if one of them went into heat within the last couple days. Brought a buck with her. Just open this back window. See, there's a spike. Or a really little buck. Dang. It's just a janky little 4-point. When I first got in the stand, I was telling you about how deer like to bed up in this stuff. To my right. That's where he came from. Right there. He's been sitting there. I would be guessing all day. But I open this back window and see a body. A deer's body like 30 yards. Got the binos up real quick to check and see what he was. And he was a 4-pointer. If he was unbranched on that one side, I would have shot him. I was a 2 or 3-year-old deer. And if he's that small, at 2, then that ain't good. If he's that small at 3, that really ain't good. He was kind of tall for a 4-point, but it just sucks that he wasn't unbranched on one of those. That's a bigger deer. Focus, man, focus. Figure out if I'm gonna shoot this sucker or not. He's looking at something though. My big camera doesn't have enough light anymore. For the camera light, so I'm having to use my phone through the binos. Yeah, I mean, he's just a 3-year-old deer. He's legal, but he's too young. He's too young. Oh man, that hurts. This place isn't like the best deer hunting. And it hurts to, at least hunting up here. It really hurts when you see deer and can't pull the trigger. Because you don't see deer very often. I mean, you see deer, but you don't see them every hunt, that's for sure. But he was young. I actually shot a buck. It was the first deer I shot off of this place. This exact stand. He almost looked exactly like that deer, and he was about a 3-year-old. I shouldn't have shot him. But he looked really, really similar to that buck right there. Came up to the feeder and I shot him. That was pretty freaking sweet. But I'm holding off for something bigger, so it'll pay off. It'll pay off. I know it will. I'm gonna put in the time, and it'll pay off. All right, guys, I got out of the stand, headed back home right now. I got about an hour drive in front of me. I'm ready to get back and eat. But I normally don't post videos where I don't harvest anything, which 75% of the time I'm filming, I don't harvest anything. So you guys don't even see most of the content that I film. But I'm gonna go ahead and post this one and see what y'all think, since we had a little bit of action. It was an eventful hunt. Like, shot that coyote in the morning, and then we saw those 2 bucks this evening. It's crazy to me because the year before last, I shot a 3-year-old 8-point. I shouldn't have shot him, but I got trigger happy, and I did on opening weekend of rifle season at that exact same spot. So it's kind of ironic that today I see a 3-year-old 8-point at that exact same spot on opening weekend of rifle season. I think it was God's way of kind of telling me, like, learn from your mistakes, dude. I know you want to shoot them, but you got to hold off for something more mature. And I did. I hope it doesn't come to bite me in the butt, but I guess we'll find out by the end of this deer season or not. But the deer definitely, like, full-blown rut. Both that 4-point and that 8-point had their noses down on the move multiple times. So I don't think it's peak rut. We're still kind of early, but they're definitely rutting. And then D hunted that exact same spot last weekend, and he saw a wide, short 10-point, literally chasing it up. So they're rutting. I think we're almost to the peak of it. I'm gonna try to get out there tomorrow and hunt tomorrow morning and evening. I'll probably sit at Swamp both hunts where I hunted this evening, because we've been seeing the most deer there on camera and in person. So like I said, man, it was a hard pass, but you can't shoot those immature bucks. You gotta let them grow. But anyways, if you want to watch the video of that buck I shot 2 years ago at that exact same spot, 3-year-old 8-point, you can watch that video by pressing the link above. And that's all I got for you on this episode of Destination Outdoors. If you like the video, please leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscriber count up to 1,000. I'm at 770, I think, right now. So we are so close getting there. But anyways, I will catch you on the next one. Peace.